is about the second coming of Christ. This event is predicted 318 times in the Bible, making it the most mentioned prediction. The book of Revelation describes what will happen before, during, and after the second coming of Christ. Revelation is a book of great importance. However, many churches and pastors avoid preaching about it. But this book is vital, because it is the only book in the Bible that promises a blessing to those who read and understand it. Blessed is the one who reads this prophecy, because the time is near. Studying Revelation is crucial, because it contains all the prophecies about the end times. Many believe the end times are near, and the events of the book of Revelation are about to unfold. Knowing these prophecies is essential to be prepared. And you may wonder, who am I? My name is John, and you know me as the Apostle John, or John the Evangelist. I was a beloved disciple, privileged to rest my head on the Lord's chest during the Last Supper. I was a fisherman in Galilee until Jesus called me to follow him. Since then, my life was forever transformed. As one of the 12 apostles, I had the privilege of witnessing many of Jesus' miracles, such as giving sight to the blind and raising the dead. I was a witness to Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. I ran to the empty tomb and saw the resurrected Jesus, full of glory and power. After Jesus' ascension, I preached the gospel and cared for the church. I lived in Ephesus, where I wrote my gospel and 3 epistles. But then came the rise of the fearsome Emperor Domitian, and a very dark time began. Domitian was a cruel man who demanded to be worshipped as a god. He demanded an act of loyalty that went against the very essence of the Christian faith. Once a year, on the day of the Lord, everyone had to burn incense before an altar and proclaim, "Caesar is Lord." For Christians whose devotion was firmly anchored in the declaration, "Jesus is Lord," this mandate was a severe challenge. They could not, must not, compromise their faith without facing terrible consequences. The followers of Christ suffered brutal persecution for proclaiming the gospel and keeping their testimony firm.
Okay, I found this on the web for brutal persecution proclaim the gospel and their testimony. Check it out.
Guess so.